Hi, everyone, beloved masters around the world. And here we are again with our Zara of Hollow Earth Blog Talk Radio. I think I have a couple of announcements before we start with our invocation. Now, another thing that has come across our emails is that there are people still out there, and we understand, we all know, since we are all in this plane and going through so many things on our planet, that there are people that are in need even more so than before. We have a special individual by the name of Bonnie M. M is like in Mary, so she goes by Bonnie M. And she does a lot of work online, sending out all kinds of wonderful news to many people, and she really is in need of some assistance. She only has $20 left over after she pays all of her rent and bills. And so if you are willing, just whether it's $5 or $10 or whatever you could send her, send it to her PayPal, which is E as in Edward, S as in Sam, U as in umbrella, A as in apple, 99 at gmail.com. Again, is Eswa. ESUA 99 at gmail.com. I will also post that, for this call. And then the other one is Susie Starr, and she needs $1,000 still in order for her to have a heart valve surgery. And she's in her 80s. She's got also many projects that she wants to be able to fulfill once we receive all our blessings. And you can send her through PayPal as well at Suzy, S-U-Z-Y, star, at earthlink.net. Any of you others that are out there that are really in dire straits, please email us so that we can have our family donate a little bit that they may have to your situation. And now we're going to go forward with our invocation for today. All right, everyone. I want you to sit comfortably. Take 3 or 4 deep breaths in and out. Bring in this wonderful oxygen, this air that we breathe in and through your body as it goes in, and let go of any negativity, anything that you no longer need, whether it's emotional, whether it's physical, whether it's mental, whatever it is, just let go. Breathe in again, in and out, clearing, 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 clearing. So let us begin. We start with the invocation of the violet flame of Saint Germain. And we thank Saint Germain so much for this invocation that he has brought to the world. I am my I am presence. I breathe light into my heart center. I am a temple of light. I call forth the full power of the violet flame of forgiveness to transmute the causes, core, effects, habits, records, and memories of every thought, feeling, word, or action I have ever expressed in any time frame or dimension, known or unknown, that reflects anything associated with poverty consciousness, victimhood, separation, powerlessness, low vitality, suffering, ill health, disease, misuse of male or female energy, self-hatred, shame, fear, rage, blame, or hatred, negative judgments and prejudice, attachment to people, doing things my way, or lack and limitation of any kind. With forgiveness and love as my intention, I blaze the violet flame through every atomic and subatomic particle and wave of precious life energy that has my signature on it in any place and time that reflects anything less than the infinite perfection of God. I trust God, your God self, your goddess or God being, to transmute every speck of my being into the highest love and light, health and abundance. I ask my I Am presence to fill this space with the golden light of God's infinite light, love, health, and abundance. In the name of my God and Goddess self, I accept this as accomplished, and so it is. Feel the violet flame of protection within and around you. It is done. And now we bring forth the great pillar of protection of protections. Envision through your mind's eye this tunnel, which is not hollow. It's a tunnel of brilliant white light coming from above and coming and enveloping you in this tunnel of brilliant light of protection. As you are now engulfed within this tunnel of light, which goes out right now, it is now 3 feet from your body, and see that moving outwards from all directions. You are now the invincible tunnel of light, and nothing can come through it except only that of the highest light and love. It repels and it is invincible to all that is negative light or dark energy. Feel it, see it. So it is, and it is done. Oh, thank you. And now we are ready for our wonderful call with all of our wonderful speakers today. And we would like to start first with a wonderful being that many of you have heard of in the past. His name is Ted Mahr, and he has a wonderful radio show every Friday, of which you can listen to, that is 11 Out of This World 1150. And he will talk more about this, by the way. But he has a very, very special announcement, because he has a very special conference call that is coming very soon. And so I'm going to ask Zorea to, first of all, tell you a little bit about Ted Mahr. Yes, he has many speakers that come on his calls, and these are speakers that talk a lot about UFOs, for example, healings, for example. Zorea, if you can, I'm going to go ahead and buzz him in.
Oh, okay.
So tell us a little bit more about Ted. He says that he's comical.
Yeah, he's got a good sense of humor. Well, he has a galactic conference coming up in Olympia, and he'll be telling you about that. But I met him. I went up to one of his conferences up last year, and it was very informative. Of course, my father was there also, and did some healings as well as talk, as he will again on the upcoming event. So, what can I tell you about Ted? He's really a quite informative person, and he gets informative speakers on his show. He screens his people as well to make sure that they're giving truth and not hearsay or rumors or anything like that. So you can trust the speakers that come on his show. And here is Ted.
Well, thank you, Billy, Zora, and Jane. You're so sweet to invite me on today. You know, we're all on the same page, and the planet itself, I think, has shifted certainly into the positive now. And all of us working together, I know by all of us working together, we can create a much better and much happier and more beautiful planet. And I want to thank you, especially Billy and Jane and Zora, especially from the Hollow Earth, for all your wonderful work in helping to turn this planet around. And I want to tell you, too, that the change is coming not from the top down so much as it is from the bottom up, from light workers just like you and me talking on this radio program today. I think we're destined, that the planet is slated for ascension, and we're destined to have a beautiful planet where there's no more wars, no more conflict, where free energy is in abundance, where there's true prosperity for everyone, not only in an economic sense, but also in a spiritual sense, too, of happiness and love. I'm having a conference next month. It's on March 10, 11, and 12. www.galacticwisdomconference.com. Billy will be there, as well as Zora and Jane. And I can't wait for them to be there. They were there last year, or Billy was there last year, and Zora was there. And the thing that I really liked about Zora and Billy is that they did healings for 3 days straight. And it was out of service to people. They never asked for any compensation. They just wanted to be of service to people, and many people got spontaneous healings. And it was just beautiful. And the way they did it is that they brought the God energy or the goddess energy within all of us to help people with almost any physical or even spiritual condition. The conference itself we'll be having speakers coming in from as far away as Norway, Sweden, Tokyo, the United Kingdom. And we're having a lot of wonderful people, including, in addition to Billy and Jane and Zora, I'm having Gerald Pollack, who's one of the world's most famous water scientists. And he's famous because he does not only do hard science, but he also goes into the spiritual aspect of water. Water is very important. Before Dr. Masaru Emoto passed away in October of 2014, he felt that water is God and God is water, and it's because it's everywhere, and it's a resource that should be, or a very special element that should be safeguarded and protected. Certainly, we've seen that happening now at Standing Rock in North Dakota with the threats posed by the oil pipeline to that water aquifer. But he's an amazing man. He'll be speaking on Saturday, March 11th. I have another gentleman called Seiichiro Yoshinuchi. He's the world's most famous Hado therapist or healer. He's coming in from Tokyo, Japan, and will be attending the conference, giving a presentation. He'll also be having a series of what he calls Hado sessions on March 14th and 15th. And what he does is that he uses special machines that adjust the vibration of a person's body to help with any physical or spiritual condition. Dr. Emoto, before he passed away, said that everything is haro, or vibration. And if you correct that vibration, then you should theoretically be able to help anyone with any kind of spiritual or physical condition. This goes way beyond the third dimension. And as far as the dimensional hierarchies go, if you correct something in the fifth or sixth dimension, that correction will take place here in the third dimension, because the higher dimensions take precedence over our third dimension here. One of the most interesting people coming to the conference as well is a wonderful lady named Michiko Hayashi. She's the global director of the Emoto Peace Project in Tokyo, Japan. And for 10 years, until Dr. Emoto passed away in October of 2014, she was his assistant. What she does is that she distributes children's books around the world to teach little kids love and gratitude. Now, it may sound simple, but it's also a very important message. I've been a psychic for the past 23, 24 years. I've been in touch with the other side. And for the past 3 years, I've been in touch with Professor Albert Einstein. And Professor Einstein has told me that love is the most powerful and profound force in the universe. And as the planet shifts into the higher dimensions, this love energy will become more and more important. And so the work that Michiko Hayashi does with the Emoto Peace Project, I think, is very, very important. She gives presentations around the world. She's flying in from Tokyo to give a presentation at my conference. And also, too, she'll be giving out books for donations to children as well. The books teach children that words are powerful. In Japan, in Shintoism, they believe that all words have spirits behind them. And so the words are very powerful. And, for example, when Dr. Emoto would write love on a bottle of water, the water itself would become much higher vibration. And he did that with a bottle of radioactive water from a nuclear power plant accident in Japan back in 1999. And he wrote the words love and gratitude on the bottle and put a beautiful water crystal on that bottle. And within 48 hours, all the radiation was gone, completely gone. And we all know, even though the mass media in the United States doesn't report on it, that Fukushima is having problems now. There's radiation coming into the Pacific. We are getting help from the Galactic Alliance and the wonderful people of the Hollow Earth in cleaning up that radiation. But we can do our part, too, by sending love and light to Fukushima. And it would be so simple for the Japanese government to simply write love and gratitude all over the reactors of Fukushima, because in theory, that radiation should disappear if you wrote that on, because words have meaning, and it would raise the vibration of the water in those reactors so that the radiation should disappear. I know that sounds incredibly fantastic, but according to the experiments of Dr. Emoto, before he passed away, it's true. Our thoughts do have an effect upon water, and we can clean up Fukushima. In fact, we can clean up any environmental disaster, including the Gulf of Mexico, just with our thoughts. So what I'd like to do now, very briefly, is do a water prayer for Fukushima. It's a very quick one. It's based on the Ho'oponopono from Hawaii, and it goes something like this. If you could say it with me. Water, we are sorry. Water, please forgive us. Water, we love you. And water, we thank you. And if we can, I'd like to say it twice more. And as you say it, please send lots of love and light to Fukushima, because your thoughts do have an impact, and it will help clean up the radiation there. So we could say it just twice more. Water, we are sorry. Water, please forgive us. Water, we love you. And water, we thank you. And then once more, please. Water, we are sorry. Water, please forgive us. Water, we love you. And water, we thank you. For those of you interested in the Emoto Peace Project, their website is www.emoto.peaceproject.me. I have a lot of other guests coming as well. Emma Louise Hansen is an Andromeda contactee coming in from Oslo, Norway. She came here from Andromeda to try to raise consciousness to help with the ascension process of this planet, and she has many new beautiful messages for this planet. My good friend Scott Lemriel will be there as well. He's been in contact, direct physical and telepathic contact, with the Galactic Alliance for the past 55 years. He will be there as well. And I want to tell you something special as well. Last year when we had our conference in June 2016 here in Olympia, Washington, the Galactic Alliance sent in ships to protect us. And we could actually see those ships at night as well as during the day. There were 5 points of light along with a larger light in the middle, and they had like a blue hue. And anywhere I go now, I've been told that I've been given protection. The Galactics do protect me. And so they said they will be there at the conference. So for those of you who'd like to see an actual UFO, please come. Scott has even told me the names of the people on board the ships. So, and we can communicate. He can communicate, and I can communicate with them as well telepathically. One of the people I'm bringing in as well is Jim Mahr. He's a famous American journalist, New York Times best-selling author, written many books on aliens, on the John F. Kennedy assassination. What I like about Jim Mahr is he's got a lot of integrity. He's very honest, too. He'll be there. Alfred Weber will be there as well. Alfred was the head of President Carter's UFO Disclosure Commission back in 1977-78. But then he had to flee the country because George Bush Sr. and Donald Rumsfeld put out a hit contract on him. In other words, they wanted to eliminate him. So Mr. Weber fled to Mexico City and later ended up in Vancouver, Canada, where he lives now. He will be giving a presentation. He's a fascinating man. And, of course, I'm so blessed to have Billy there and Jane there and Zora there. I wanted, this is not an easy planet to come to, but they're here from the hollow earth to try to raise consciousness and help with the ascension path that this planet is destined for. If you hear anybody on any program talking about doom and gloom or a third world war or Armageddon, throw it out of your mind because it's a bunch of nonsense. I've been talking to Nostradamus for the past 3 years, and he said that since Fukushima, the timelines have completely changed. Fukushima is a problem, of course, but many of the Galactic Alliance is coming in, and also the people of Hollow Earth as well. They're coming in and cleaning up a lot of the radiation too. But we also have to take a step in that to help clean up the radiation through our prayers. Another wonderful lady I'm having there is a woman named Robbie Holtz. She's a fantastic healer, and her specialty is Aboriginal healing techniques from Australia. Her and her husband lived among the Aborigines in Australia for many years, and she's now able to heal people with their healing techniques. She's an amazing lady. Another gentleman coming is a gentleman named Tony Rodriguez, who was forced into the 20-year secret space program, lived off planet on Mars, the Moon, and also a planetoid called Ceres, Ceres. And he's got an amazing story to tell about all the things about the U.S. government secret space program that they don't want you to know about, but it's coming out. He's like Corey Good and Randy Kramer, but I like Tony. He's a wonderful fellow, and he'll bring a lot of interesting perspectives to the conference. Of course, I'll be there. I'm currently writing a book called Messages from the Masters. I've been in touch with Nostradamus, President John F. Kennedy, Senator Robert F. Kennedy, Mahatma Gandhi, and President Eisenhower, as well as the Galactic Alliance, for the past 3 years. And they've wanted me now to write this book called Messages from the Masters, which are their messages from humanity. I'll be giving a presentation on that. My book, I finished my book at the end of December. It's been sent to the editors, and it should be ready for publication within the next several weeks, they tell me. So I don't know if the book will be available at the conference, but it should be available here in the next couple of months. But, this planet is not easy to live on. But we all have the powerful force of the Supreme Being or God within us. And we can use that force to make this planet a far better and much happier place than it currently is. The planet is changing. As of last September, I'm told that the planet shifted from one of being in a negative state to a positive state, and things will get better. Trust me. And a lot of what you hear on the American mass media, especially, is a bunch of garbage, and it's a bunch of lies. And I want you to remember that when you listen to it, because you're highly manipulated. One of the most important things that Zora and Billy and Jane taught me was that you should always listen to your heart mind. In other words, you've got two minds. You've got your logical mind, your brain, but you also have your heart mind. And your heart mind is always correct because it ties into the Supreme Being or God. and their answers are always correct. My my radio show, got a little cough. My radio show broadcasts from Seattle in the United States on Friday afternoons from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if you'd like to listen, we're a hardwired station on 1150 a.m. You can also listen to us on the Internet as well at www.outofthisworld1150.com. During the show from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Time, you can listen live at 1150kknw.com. But all the shows are archives, and they're free to listen to. The purpose of my radio program is to raise consciousness to make this planet a much better place. I also have a television program as well. Billy and Zora, the video the interview that I did with you several months ago is now on YouTube, and you can look me up on YouTube by simply typing in my name, Ted Mahr, or Theodore Mahr, M-A-H-R, or typing in Out of This World, and you'll find my programs there. I think there's probably about 15 now. There's more becoming online, but they're all free to watch, and I think you'll find them all fascinating. I want you to remember that if you're having a tough day, just remember that you all have the spark of the God energy within you, and we are destined, all of us together, to create a far better and much happier planet than we currently have. And I also want you to remember that the tide has turned, and the consciousness is going much, much higher on this planet. For example, about 10 years ago, the hertz rate of the planet was about 7.8 hertz. It's now gone up to almost 14 hertz. And over Christmas time, when we were getting a lot of positive energy into the planet Earth, that frequency, I'm told, went up to 36 hertz. So everything points to the fact that we are shifting into the much higher dimensions. One of the things that Nostradamus has told me that by the 2020s, within the next 5 to 6 years, people like myself who are psychic and able to read minds and look into the future, that kind of ability will become more and more common, to the point where almost everyone, as they shift into the higher dimensions, will be able to do that. That means that politicians will not be able to lie anymore, because people will be able to read their minds. That also means that people will not be able to do any bad things against each other or commit crimes, because everybody will know it. You can't hide from the Supreme Being, and you can't hide from the Prime Creator either. But we're in store for a very beautiful time in human history. And irregardless of what appears on the mass media in the United States and elsewhere, just remember that we have a beautiful, bright future ahead of us, and we're all destined to help in that co-creative process. All of us here are here for a reason, and the reason is to be part of this ascension process into the fifth dimension. Nostradamus tells me that the ascension process will be complete by the year 2038, and I know that the tide has already turned. So just remember that you're all powerful spiritual beings here for a purpose, and I hope you can all attend my upcoming conference next month. It's in Olympia, Washington, about an hour south of the Seattle airport. The first day, March 10th, Friday, is free, and the other 2 days are $197. And then, of course, we have the Hado sessions with Dr. Yoshi coming in from Tokyo on March 14th and 15th. The website, again, is www.galacticwisdomconference.com. And if you have any questions, you can always email me to outofthisworld1150.com, or you can call me here in the United States at 509-750-9793. And I also have a toll-free number as well that's good in the United States and Canada at 1-888-879-8339. And I hope you can all come. It's going to be a fantastic conference, and and thanks to people like Billy, Zora, and Jane, and the beautiful people of the Hollow Earth, our consciousness is raising, and I know that things will get much better as time goes by.
Thank you so much, Ted. That was absolutely beautiful. What a way to start our call with you and your wonderful messages.
Thank you.
I have a question in regards to your symposium or your big conference gathering.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way for those who are not able to attend somehow be able to listen or participate or whatever? How can they do that? Or will you have a replay where they can listen into these? to the to this huge galactic conference?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Jane, for asking about that. For those of you who'd like to look who are elsewhere in the world and can't make it to Olympia, all of the videos of the conference will be available after the conference for $97, and that includes all the 3 days of presentations. And if you're interested in that, just send me an email to outofthisworld1150@gmail.com, and there might even be a PayPal link for it on the website at www.galacticwisdomconference.com. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at it, but yeah,
wonderful.
And that's a good question. I appreciate that.
Okay.
All of us, I just want to leave you with this thought. All of us chose to be here at this time, and we all have an important mission to do, because the changes that are coming for this planet, and they're beautiful changes coming, are not coming from the top down so much as they are coming from the bottom up. People like you and me talking on this, and the beautiful people listening to this radio show, we're the ones making the change, not so much from the top down. Although it'd be nice to have some help from the top down, but a lot of the changes are coming from the bottom up. One of the messages that I've been given repeatedly from President Kennedy is that back in his time, when he was unfortunately assassinated on November 22nd, 1963, he said he tried to institute the changes for a beautiful new planet back then. And if he had lived, we would have an incredible planet right now. People would be living for it. Their lifespan would be doubled or tripled from what it is today. Money would be far less important. We would have free energy, and much disease and poverty would be completely eliminated from this planet, because we would have free energy. There would be no wars. If President Kennedy had lived, he said that we would have never had a Vietnam, never had the Gulf Wars, never had a Fukushima, never had the Gulf oil spill. Lyndon Baines Johnson and George Bush Sr. would have been imprisoned by now because they're criminals. But things would be very different. But we are headed for that now, because it's the destiny of our planet to become a far loving and better planet.
Perfect. That's very true.
And my book should be published in the next couple of months. And if you're interested, just send me an email to outofthisworld1150@gmail.com, but it should be coming out here in the next couple of months. They've had a lot of messages.
Oh, that's so fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
We can't
thank
wait
you.
to get that book, Ted.
Thank you. Thank you. No, my spirit.
You.
Yeah, my pleasure. My pleasure. My spirit friends have been after me the last several years to get it done, and so finally Christmas time I got it done. So they're happy now.
Oh, that's so good. That's very great news. That's great news. Thank you. And thank you for being on our call today, and also for all these wonderful inspirational messages that you have given to all of us. Thank you, Ted.
Oh, well, my pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you so much for having me on today. Have a beautiful day, everyone.
Okay. Thank
Bye-bye.
you, Ted. And I'm going to go ahead and put you on mute, and we'll see you soon. Okay. All right. Well, we have two options here. One, talking about words. Perhaps maybe we could bring our beloved One Who Knows, and let me see if I can get him on the line. And then after that, we'll go with then Zora, and Zorea have a few things to talk with you about. So now, talking about words, wonderful words with meaning, is our One Who Knows. Hello there.
Good morning and afternoon, depending on where you are.
Oh, listen.
Yes.
Before you get started, there were people also that were very that would like to be able to communicate with you. You've inspired them. You have, they just feel like they want to be able to connect. They really are very appreciative of your work. And could you tell our audience, our followers, our brothers and sisters, how they can communicate with you? if
Well,
they wish, you know.
Alrighty then. Well, you know, I have two worlds, and this Dinar land is one world, and my teachings in the law of attraction and how the universe works is another one. But all right, I'll give it out. But I'm going to be busy. I know. Oh boy. Oh, okay. Here's the email address. Oh, this is really going to unleash some emails here. All right, then. The email address is studentofcreation@gmail.com. Student of Creation.
Everyone, you got it. Yes.
There it is. Oh boy. So you know, I get a lot of emails. So if I don't get right back to you, just understand that I already get a lot of emails as it is.
Yes, we understand, and I'm feeling that people do understand that. So, anyways, you're on the air.
Okay.
Thank you.
You know what I wanted to do today? Today, I wanted to give the big picture, the big perspective. Because, frankly, we're about ready to launch. There's going to be a lot of things coming. And if you can have the right perspective on things that are happening, it's going to make it so much smoother. Because so many people lately have been worried about what Trump is doing. They're worried about Ryan and who's qualified and who's not qualified. And all of that's rigged. I mean, in the big picture, the whole political system was rigged in a bad way before, but it's still rigged, but it's rigged in a good way. It's being orchestrated by the benevolent powers that be to turn out exactly the way we want it. It doesn't matter how it looks. It doesn't matter what information is out. It doesn't matter what's on TV. Even the news is rigged, and it was rigged before, and it's still rigged, but it's rigged in our favor. This is the thing. When you have the riots that are going on, you say, hey, why are they letting all those people riot? Well, isn't it interesting that they haven't gone and arrested them? And you know why? Because we live in duality. Whatever the bad guys, quote-unquote bad guys, try to do, it turns out it works in our favor because the people that are rioting are causing everybody else that's still asleep to say what's going on. Next thing you know, they're looking on the net and they're finding out information. It's literally raising the consciousness by causing more people to be involved and want to find out what's going on than ever before. So every time you think that something's going wrong, it's probably really, really going right instead. And as far as politics goes, I don't care who it is. I don't care who ends up being president. Whoever it is, crosses the T's they're supposed to cross, dots the I's they're supposed to dot, signs the documents they're supposed to sign, and in the end, the whole thing, the old government closes down, and the new government, the new republic starts up, and we end up right where we want to be. And so there isn't anything that you need to pay attention to on that. Now, the people in the public, they're confused, and I get it. But hopefully that causes them to want to look into it. But for us, we know the old government's going out and the new government's coming in, and exactly how that happens, who knows exactly? We don't know, but we don't care either because we know what the end result is. It works out in the end. The bad guys get picked up, new guys come in. So you don't have to worry about that anymore. So let me give you the big perspective. The big perspective is for us, the future humanitarians, because it's going to be the great age of the humanitarians. That's what's coming next, the great age of the humanitarians. And what's going to happen is you're being given a lot of money, sure enough, but that's not the gift. Because a lot of people are going to get money. When the Sarah comes out, a lot of people are going to get money. So the money you're getting now, this huge amount of money, is not the gift. The gift is you being able to help others and being able to have the joy in that, because the government could do it. They could send out everybody checks. They could handle all that stuff. They could get the projects done. But by allowing you to do it, you get to have the joy of doing it. It's going to be fun. Helping people, buying houses, buying cars, feeding people, all of that kind of stuff. There's so much joy in that, and they're letting you have the joy in doing that. Now, all the other people that are not the light workers, that are not us, they're going to be receiving, and they're going to have joy that somebody cares and somebody's reaching out for them. But we get to have the joy of being the ones who do it. How delicious is that? Let me give you a perspective of what's coming. So I want you to think about somebody that you really, really love. You just want to squeeze them. You just want to hug them. You want your vibrational love energy just to surround them. It could be a pet. It could be a cat. It could be a dog. It could be your kids. It could be your grandparents or your parents. Whoever it is, think about that love you have, that if you could just give them that extra big squeeze and you could just surround them with your energy of love and appreciation. Now, I want you to realize that's the energy that everybody's going to have in the future. You're going to walk out your front door and you're going to see your neighbor. You just say, what a great day it is. And he's going to yell back, don't you know it? It's wonderful. And you almost want to run over and hug him, and he wants to hug you, because that's the energy that this earth is going to be about. Everybody's going to love everybody. Think about this. You've heard about oneness and how we're all one, and you can imagine how much you love your pet, or you love your parents, or you love your kids, or you love your grandparents, or that uncle, or that aunt. And you can imagine, because they're family, and you imagine the love you have for them because you have this connection with them, be it family or your pets. But you see, it's a higher dimensions, where Zora is and where other people are in these higher dimensions. They think of us as family in the same way as we think of our parents and our kids and our grandparents and our pets. The same way we think of them, they think of us, because to them, we are their family. And so when they say they love you, they do. They really, really do. Now, you see, we've only been allowed ourselves to express this kind of love for a family member or a pet or, somebody we really, really know, because that's usually the only people that get that kind of love from us. But soon, it'll be the mailman. It'll be the neighbors. It'll be people around the world. It'll be the people that you're giving things to and helping out. You're just going to feel like you just want to reach out and hug them. Yes, you can give them money, but you want to hug them too. That's going to be the energy that we're moving into. So the one thing you don't want to have is worries and lack, because both of those are vibrations. And when you worry about one thing, it leads to worrying about another thing. When you have lack in one thing, it leads to having lack in another. Get rid of the worry. There isn't anything to worry about. At a higher level, at a place where there's no time, this is already over. It's already been settled. This worked out. So let the people in government do whatever they're doing. Don't even pay attention to it. They already got it worked out. They know what's up. They've been working on this plan for thousands of years. It's handled. It's done. Just think about the joy you're getting ready to experience and you're going to share. And one thing I might want to add to that is that when you're thinking about the things you're going to give people, the things they quote unquote need is nice. Cars or houses or food and all that. That's nice. But you know what? Also think about giving people things or the ability to do the things that makes them appreciate, gives them joy. Like, for instance, an artist, feed the artist, give them a home, but give them the paints or the sculpting materials. Musician, yes, feed them, give them a home, but give them some instruments, give them some lessons. Give people the things that help them express more fully who they are. If they're teachers, feed them, help them, but give them a place where they can do the thing that they love to do. So empower others in whatever their area is, because you have the joy of helping them, but you're giving them the opportunity to have the joy in the thing that they do. So, and in that kind of way, it's like paying it forward. It's like I help you, but I also help you be all that you can be in whatever it is your thing is. And everybody's got a thing. So that's my message, that in the big picture, the love that you feel for your closest friends and pets and family is the love that everyone's going to feel for everyone, because we all are one. And the other thing is don't worry about the short-term politics or whatever is going on in the mechanism. It's a complete show. They already know who does what. And believe me, the show is not for you, because you know what's going on. The show is for the public. And eventually, in some kind of a way, we end up with a republic, and we end up with Nasara, and we end up with everybody guaranteed money, and we have all the free energy and all this wonderful stuff. It's going to be a rush. So don't sweat it. It's handled. Just get ready for your part and help others, but empower them to be everything they can be as well. That's my message.
Wow. That's another perfect message for all of us. Thank you, beloved one who knows. That was absolutely beautiful. You know, with Ted and with you, those are absolutely very complete and perfect messages for everyone today.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. We're going to go ahead and now, with that, I'm going to put you on hold for a little while, beloved one. And I would like to now hand this mic over to beloved Zaraya, and another message for all of us. Here we go. Hi, Zaraya.
Hello, everybody. Before I start talking about the subject I want to talk about, I'm going to have Jane to read right now. I'm going to have Jane to read a poem that is from the gnomes. Gnomes are elementals. Gnomes are real. And here is their message to you.
Oh, okay. I could do that.
Yes.
So Zaraya's topic that he would like to share with everyone today is all about the gnomes,
the elements,
or about the elementals, including, and that of course includes our fairies. So this poem is from Diane Robbins' book, and it's called Messages from the Crystal Kingdom. And here we go. The Gnomes. We are the gnomes, all gathered around you in your home and speaking through the telepathic phone. That is spelled gnomes, Gnomes, a silent G. For we tiptoe so quietly and touch the petals on a flower to release its cosmic light substance shower, sprinkling you as you pass along while singing melodies to you in song. We work with Goddess Virgo deep down inside Earth, tending the gemstones for you to use and rebirth. For gemstones will activate you from within as you hold them and wear them against your skin. We travel in groups down caverns deep and do our work while people sleep. We come to the surface when we are through, just in time to meet the dew, as it collects on flowers, grasses, and trees, and gives them the cosmic light substance they need. For dew is a combination of water and air, spreading its life force everywhere. So why do we gnomes wear a cap on our head? Why, isn't our head flat like yours instead? Our stocking cap covers our pineal gland when we're on the surface. For many people can now see us for we're here in service, tending the flowers, grasses, and trees, and many have raised their vision and can see. A son would say it's melatonin we take, but assure you it's not. It's just that our pineal gland did not stop growing. We just kept evolving while humanity fell, and you drifted into a 12 million year spell. We are part of the elemental kingdom, although little known, and we thank you for inviting us to your home. And now we begin a tale of old, of why we gnomes never grow old. The secret is the stocking cap we wear on our head, which covers our pineal gland, which protrudes from the center of our crown and straight up through. Our pineal gland is our antenna and lights our way. As we work in deep and dark caverns, we never go astray. We always know exactly where we are and the distance we've covered thus far. Our pineal gland is our compass and points the way to our destination, so we don't falter with hesitation. And the lights the path as we walk along, like a living map lit up with song. I have to turn the page. And we live along river banks and underground lakes and tend the quarries underground where many gemstones can be found. We touch the gemstones with the tip of our pineal gland to activate their growth deep underground until they are ready to be found. Goddess Virgo works alongside of us. It is in her wisdom that we trust. We are in service to Mother Earth and are here to help you in your search. And as your consciousness climbs, we will bring the location of gemstones to your mind and make them easy for you to find. Melatonin is a high and will propel you as you fly through the universe so you can explore without moving your feet from the floor. Keep taking the melatonin and you will see how your scope of vision opens to all that can be. We are so gentle. We are so kind. Just hold us in your mind and you will see us in a very short time. This is a message from the gnomes. And here is Zaraya. Zaraya, tell us a little bit about your experiences with the elementals.
Well, that is interesting. Experience with elementals, especially up on Mount Shasta for one. Away a long time back, even before I met Jane, I was up in Mount Shasta, living up there, and I did have an experience with gnomes. I was camped out at Upper Panther Meadow, and it was a full moon night. And it was interesting because I was out walking a little bit from the camp, a little ways from the camp, and I saw a flicker in the forest. Flicker of fire. So I investigated because it's in the pine trees and stuff like that. So fire around pine trees is not a good sign. So I went to check it out. So as I walked and found this campfire, it was a small camp. It wasn't a very big one, but it was a small one, and it was meticulously made up. But I heard laughter, and I heard singing, and I heard, out of the corner of my eye, I saw images of these very, very small people with red caps, long red caps. And so as I turned my head to view fully, because of my the pureness of heart that I have, I was able to see them in their entirety. And they were dancing around this little campfire, bonfire, you would call it. It was about a foot high. But they were dancing around this thing, this fire. And so I just sat down and watched them in awe and understanding. You can see gnomes, but you have to focus. It takes a lot of focus, but you can see them. So I just sat and watched them. They're dancing and they're singing, and I just felt an overwhelming feeling of love coming from them. And I just sat there and just stared at them. But it was really an eye-opener, for sure, because they're little people, but yet they are so proportioned in their height. But they're very, they look just like you or us, but they're small, very, very small. Some are like 10 inches tall. Some are like 5 inches tall. And the males are 10 inches tall. The females are like 5 inches tall. And the children, of course, are like 2 or 3 inches tall. But, and of course, they, and when they noticed my presence, they just went ahead on dancing and singing their songs. And a few minutes later, I discovered that I had them on my knees, I had them on my on my shoulders, and I could see them. So once you focus, you'll see them in your peripheral vision first, out the corner of your eye. If you very slowly turn your head in that direction and focus on the word gnome, you will see them. I can guarantee it. And they are very loving beings.
That sounds very cool. Thank you, Soraya. And you were going to talk about the fairies. So have you seen fairies too? All right. So here you go. Maybe you could.
Also, when I was in Mount Shasta and living there, I went over to a friend's house, and we were in the backyard having salad. And they said, we want to show you something. I said, what? And it says, look up in the trees, and you'll see little orbs floating around. And I did. I looked up toward these trees, and I saw these orbs of light, round orbs of light. And in the orbs of light were these little beings with wings, and I could see them quite plainly. As long as you didn't... the orbs were about, some were like a couple inches long in diameter, and some were like 5 to 6 inches in diameter. But in the orb itself of light, it's kind of like a hazy light. But you see this image of this creature with wings, and they're hovering and flying around. And a lot of people have what they call security cameras on their houses. People have actually caught them on film flying by the essential lights. So they are real. And if your kid tells you, Mommy, I see flying insects or I see flying people, don't think that they are imagining it. They're seeing them. For children, it's easier for a child to see them because they're not caught up in mundane things or in the programming that you receive from public schools and stuff like this. Very young children see them. Why? Because they're very innocent, simple, children, and they're not haven't reached the age of accountability. The
age of reason.
The age of reason. They haven't reached that age yet, so they're able to see these elementals for real, and
they're so open-minded.
They're so open-minded, very innocent. So they receive the sight. They're called the fairy sight. And when you're very young, you have the fairy sight. I don't know of any very young child that has never seen a fairy. All of them have. Many of them don't say it because they don't want to be deemed crazy. but still, very young children see fairies all the time, and they see gnomes. So, reason adults don't see the gnomes or the fairies is because they've been programmed not to see them. In a sense, the age of accountability and reason kind of reasons them out. But in reality, they are a population, another species of population on the planet Earth, and they're not just indigenous to Ireland or England or in the forests over there. They're here too. You have woodland fairies. You have the water fairies. Water fairies are fairies that are in the water. Under the water, and they look like miniature mermaids. and they do have wings, but I won't go there. I don't know where they're going to fly to in the water, but still they do have that persona as well. So fairies, woodland fairies, water fairies, nature fairies, they all look different, and very exquisite in their design. And so if you want to see gnomes when you're alone and quiet and have no distractions, let's say you're sitting out next to your garden and you're sitting in a lounge chair, basically squint your eye a little bit whenever you see something flicker out the side of your peripheral vision, and just turn your head slowly, and you'll see a little red cat running around, and you will see the gnomes. You have what's called garden gnomes. You have what's called the woodland gnomes. You have I'm not sure about water gnomes, but but I do, and I'm quite, avid about the woodland gnomes and the garden gnomes. Not the ones you buy in stores, but the actual gnomes. And they're extremely peaceful, harmonious, happy all the time, always dancing. And so you need to open up your minds. Get your minds away from your mundane things and start focusing on the word gnome if you really want to see them. By focusing on the word gnome, then you quiet yourself and you are out in nature. Just sit quietly and just think the word gnome. And as you do that, you will feel stirrings around you. You'll hear little noises. And then you'll actually see them. The first time you see them, it might, change your reality a little bit, and it may even cause you to fear a little bit because of their appearance. But if you focus your mind and you focus your vision, you will be able to see them. And so that's my message to you right now, is that you do want to see gnomes. You do want to see fairies, because they are the essence of Mother Nature.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much, Soraya, for sharing that with us.
Yeah.
And that people can actually see gnomes as well as fairies.
Absolutely.
Thank you. So
open your minds, people.
And go out in nature more, I think.
Right, go out in nature more.
All right. Well, we're already into our second hour. And we know that your dad is ready to say a few words as well. So give us a second as Soraya will switch bodies now with Zora. We know the last time that Zora was through for a little while, as he was busy doing some healings for some people. I had asked him, or I asked Soraya when he came back where he was, and Soraya said that she was over in a ship over Washington, D.C. So that was a nice surprise. So here is Zora. Zora, hello, and welcome to your show.
Welcome to you, beloved master, or beloved daughter, I should say. Anyway, yes, my ship is still stationed over what is termed Washington, D.C. And so observing the goings-on in the D.C. area. So what is transpiring now? We are seeing changes taking place in government, and very shortly you will be hearing an announcement of Nasara. That will be forthcoming. But also understand, beloved masters, that you want to focus, extremely focus on what you desire, which is what you term as your GCR, Global Currency Reset. And that will be forthcoming as well. As we speak now, things that are happening in Washington and in what's called Iraqi, they are finalizing what is termed their gazette, as it is sometimes, the paper, which will be coming forth, and when it does, it's going to have some surprising articles within it. There's also going to be what is called release. You've had people speaking of an event that has been coming forth from what would be termed as dinar recaps. This is so termed. More rumor more than anything else. And what is called misinformation, trying to sway you from your path toward plenty or prosperity. Do not listen to it, because it is misinformation. Again, people do not, the powers that wish to be, want to be, not that are, but wish to be, are trying to what is called quiet down the event, or what is called the exchange. So they're trying to get you to not exchange, trying to get you to think that it is not going to occur, when in actuality it is occurring as we speak. Understand, you do not need to be in a group, any particular group, unless you wish to be. But you do not. It is not a necessity that you are. You are going to get your exchange whether you're with a group or not. Let's just make that clear. Your exchange for your currencies that you have, you are holding, you are going to be able to have access to the sovereign rates just like everyone else, just like every other, which is called group, as you term them. So do not think it is a scam. Do not burn your currency, and do not, what is called, turn it in, and receiving a smaller amount than what you had originally invested. Why would you do such a thing? You want to hold on to your currencies, and when the time has come to exchange them, ask for the sovereign rates. Ask for the high rates and see them on the screen. You want to get the highest rates that you can in order for your humanitarian projects to come to fruition. So, enough on that. Moving on. Also, the Galactic Federation is what is called, it is now in a completed, what is called fashion. All of the healing vessels are cloaked and are sitting on Mother Earth. They have not decloaked yet. That will take place upon the announcement of galactic disclosure. When that occurs, when that message is given, immediately after that message is given, on your airwaves, on your iPads, on your computers, on your radio and TV media covering it. Understand, the announcement will be given simultaneously, globally, at the same time. Whatever time zone you're in, you will receive it simultaneously at the precise moment, globally. There will not be one person that will not get the message. So, if you're watching your favorite sports event, or you're watching your favorite movie, and suddenly your TV flickers and there is an image on the screen giving forth the message of the arrival or the presence of the Galactic Federation, you will not be alarmed. You will be informed that it was meant to occur and is occurring. And that will be your knowingness that the healing vessels will be decloaking. Because immediately following the broadcast, all of the healing vessels will decloak. And you will see them physically. And at that moment, shortly thereafter, everyone on the planet will feel a surge of energy going into their being. And all the beings who have what is called missing limbs, arms and legs and things of this nature, And also those who were malformed from birth will suddenly find themselves in a new body, or in what is termed in a new, fully restored body. No missing limbs, no missing arms, no malfunction, birth defect, none of that. There will be no such thing from that point on. And peoples will be healed instantly. This is the promise that Prime Creator is giving to you, that all will be made whole. All will receive back their limbs they have lost. All will be completely and fully restored in health. Your hospitals will be empty because there will be no need for them. Your doctors will not be looking for a new vocation. So, that being said, all of you out there are already beginning to feel the stirrings of the coming, which is called reunion. Reunion of peoples. The reunion of your brothers and sisters from the inner earth, from hollow earth, from the Galactic Federation of planets, or the Galactic Federation of Light, which are one and the same. Understand, beloved masters, you are the recipients of this wonderful change that is coming. And this coming change will change your life, will change the way you think, will change the way you feel. It will also, and you'll also begin to understand what it is when it is said that you are gods and goddesses. That knowingness will come into your existence, in your reality, and you will know it beyond any doubt of who and what you are. Ones who are asleep will be awakened. Ones who are on the fence will finally jump off the fence, one way or the other. Many will be thoroughly and completely confused. Many will change the way they view reality, because all of their understanding will be altered with the understanding that you are gods and goddesses. And this understanding is what will transform your reality, your existence. And the power and abilities that you were born with will suddenly surface. And you will feel and you will know that you are far more than you could ever imagine that you are. This message of which is termed revealing, bringing out the reality of who and what you are, some people will not be able to withstand it, understand it. It will cause them to go into what is termed wish to hide from everyone. Or they may go into caves to hide from people. Because the understanding will be so profound and so transforming that the 3D mind would not be able to comprehend it. Therefore, their 3D existence will cease to exist. Their minds will be altered. Their minds will be changed. And their knowing this, everything they have ever been taught, they will know it and recognize it as a lie. And they'll know the truth. They'll know that they have been duped or have been misled, have been lied to. And they will be angered because of it at their, what is called prospective governments. And the prospective governments will no longer be governments because the people will have had enough. And they will want the immediate resignations of all governmental officials. They will not accept any more lies because they will know the truth. And the governments will cease to exist. There is no need for you to be governed. You are your own governor. You are your own government. You do not need a president. You do not need someone to lead you. You are already the leaders. You are already the sovereign gods. This is what you need to understand. We have told you your gods and goddesses how many times? Every time we talk. Every time we bring a message. We inform you. We remind you of who and what you are. You are healers. All of you. There is none on this planet that is not a healer. You do not need to go to a minister to be healed. You heal yourself. Once you have that knowingness within you that you are healers, you will not go and see a doctor ever again because you are the healer. You will not need to go and get medicine because you are the medicine. You are the healer. From the smallest child to the eldest of elder is a healer. And you have the power to do that. So now did Jesus, when he walked the earth, marvel not what I do, for greater shall you do if you only believe that you can do it, that you can. And I can assure you, you can. You were created in the image of God to be gods and goddesses. There is no reason why anyone on this planet should be ill or in poverty. Gods and goddesses are not poor. They are wealthy. Change your mindset to that of plenty, to abundance, to love. The word love entails everything that God created. And you are the co-creators of that world. You have the power to change your reality, to change the way you view the world. You are co-creators in the world, therefore you can create. You can live in harmony. You can live in peace. And you can live in abundance by changing the way you think. How do we do that? Very simple. Do away with your programming and start programming your world, your life, by saying the following: I am God. I am Goddess. And know it. That's how you change it. By making the statement to the universe: I am God. I am Goddess. I am that I am. How profound is that term? Very. I am that I am. That was spoken to Moses. Who should I say sent me? I am that I am sent you. When Moses went to Pharaoh and he said, who sent you? I am that I am. His realization of knowing who he was already was given by the Creator to him and gave him the realization of Moses knowing he is God. I am that I am. And you are that you are. Your I am presence is your reality. Everyone. No matter if you live in Iraqi or Afghanistan or Germany or France, wherever, you are I am that I am. The moment you realize that and the moment you proclaim that, I can assure you all diseases, all sicknesses and issues that you are having health-wise will vanish. Because of those words. I am that I am. I am God. I am Goddess. I am healer. Just that knowingness in those three statements will change your image, will change your reality, will change your health, will change your prosperity, all of it. That's what you need to do. By proclaiming, I am that I am, you will change. And keep that in mind. Whenever a symptom arises, health-wise, you simply say, I am that I am. I am Goddess. I am God. You have no place in my body. Leave. It must leave. It will leave. That is the realization. That is the message. And we are done.
Thank you, Zora.
Indeed.
That was very, very profound. Thank you.
And there can be no what is called disagreement with that.
I don't think so. My, what a wonderful, glorious, and loving day it is with all these great messages.
Indeed.
Thank you.
And beloveds, that all that are listening to this message, I want you, go ahead, I want you to stand up and I want you to say, I am Goddess. I am God. Now do it. all of you, anyone that is listening to this call or will listen to this call, that is your message. That is your homework. You need to stand up. You need to know that you are God. You are Goddess. And know it. Don't think it. Don't believe it. Know it.
And be it.
And be it. And there will be no need for what is termed a healing call, because everyone will be healed. Mm-hmm. Once you come to the realization that you are God, you are Goddess, and know it, then no one will be able to tell you otherwise. No governments will be able to control you, because you have realized your sovereignty. You have realized your godhood, your goddessness. That is all.
All right, everyone. Now, I would like for everyone now just to take a minute just to feel that profound energy of Zora's message, and just quiet your mind and sit and feel it go through you, and we will be in silence for about a minute, and then we can continue.
Indeed.
Here we go. All right, everyone, take another deep breath as we now continue on this program. We have about almost 25 minutes left for questions and answers, and we will end this call with Soraya and her meditation for today. So, all right.
Let's get to it.
Okay, Zora, are you ready?
I am.
Zora's definitely ready. Okay. Today we're going to go, instead of starting from the bottom, we'll be starting from the top. And I'm going to open up One Who Believes, just in case there are any questions regarding the RV. So now One Who Knows is with us. And the first person that I will, thank you. And the first person I'm going to open is an individual, starts with 909 and ends in 5996. Could you please tell us who you are and where you're calling from? And your question.
Yeah, this is Matthew from Las Vegas.
Oh, okay. All right, Matthew. Welcome.
Yeah, my question was for Zora. And Zora, my question was, do you know Virillion?
Who?
Virillion?
Maybe you could explain a little bit who that
individual. There was a transmission. There was a transmission on British television in 1977. It was 40 years ago, and it came over British television, and it was. He said his name was Virillion, and he was from Ashtar Command.
All right, go ahead. What about him?
Oh, I just didn't know if you were familiar. It was just it's on YouTube. It's something that you can just search and it comes up often. I was just wondering if you knew anything about that transmission.
Well, what's he talking
to
about?
me, it seems that it was 40 years ago. He was just saying that he was from Ashtar Command, and they've been watching from the skies above and just kind of giving good positive guidance.
Of course.
Yeah, and I was just wondering about the significance of how it was 40 years ago.
You want to know if the transmission was true and accurate? Yes.
Yes. All right, Zora, thank you.
Indeed.
Did you have more to say about that person? Being? No. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Matthew. So that was one
Thank you.
of probably the pioneers beginning to talk about the Ashtar Command and what it's supposed to be coming.
Indeed.
Okay.
Jane?
All right. Thank you, Matthew. Yes.
Jane, can I add one thing
Go
in
ahead.
here real quick? I just wanted to
Indeed.
add to what Zora was talking about I am. And the thing about it is, I just want people to realize that is your self-program. When that guy that got that injection that cured him of cancer, it was just water. At first he said, I am going to die. But after he got the injection, he said, I am going to live. And when you say, I am well, or I am God, you are creating your own program as to your parameters and your abilities and the state of your being. And so whenever you say, I am, make sure whatever follows that is what you want. Do not say, I am, and then say something you don't want.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Absolutely. Very good clarification. Okay.
Indeed.
Now, the next person, hold on 1 second. I can't do this. Okay. Our next person is 860, ending in 4339. You are on the air with Zora.
Holy crap.
860, ending in 4339. Could you please tell us who you are and where you're calling from?
Hello?
860-4339. Hello?
Yeah, hi, this is Troy
Oh,
from
did you-
Connecticut. Sorry so long, I was on mute.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was your first name?
Troy from Connecticut.
Oh, Troy. Hello, Troy. Okay, here's Zora for you.
Hi, Zora. I just had a quick question about our mentors when they come, how they'll approach us, and will they be meeting with everybody or just specialized individuals? And if that would happen this year or in the coming years. And if you could just tell me a little bit, will I be meeting my star family and who my star family is? Thank you so much for everything that all you guys do. Love and light.
So first the star family, Zora.
Well, your star family is Arcturian. And your mentors, when they come, they will be going to all those that they have been assigned to. So,
Is that everyone on the planet?
indeed,
Everyone on the planet, Zora.
indeed,
So what about if they're asleep?
they're still going to get visited.
That's when they will wake up.
Yes, a wake-up call.
A wake-up call.
Yeah.
Okay. Troy, was there another question?
That was basically it. Do you think that this is going to happen this year, or is it going to come in phases? Like they'll meet with the people that are awake first, and then we'll have a responsibility to help awaken the rest of the population and help them out and help them with the healing and the understanding. Just kind of a timeline of how that transpires.
Yeah, timeline.
Understand the peoples that were what is called Utah asleep. One of the mentor that comes to them will be someone that has passed, someone who has ascended in their family.
Oh, wow.
So that will be quite profound, such as, can you imagine someone coming to the door and suddenly they are face to face with their grandmother or their grandfather or their grandniece or a daughter or a son that they have lost. It will be very profound for them, I can assure you.
And what about is there a specific timeline? Because Well, can I just, we have already on the website, Zora, it says 2017
is the year for ascension.
Is the year for disclosure. Galactic
Yes.
disclosure.
For disclosure, yes.
So.
And that is what it is. It is. This is the year for disclosure.
And
well,
if
that is the year for disclosure, that would mean that would also be the time for the mentors. Is that correct?
Of course.
Okay. All right.
Jane, can I add in one thing here? Also, Zora, can you clarify that a lot of people don't realize, but the healing ships and the healing energy and all that is all about medicalness and related to the body. But the mentors are about emotional healing and releasing traumas from past lives and from this life, preparing them to be free of that for ascension. Is that correct?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to get that cleared up.
The healing ships are all healing for all of the bodies. Physical, emotional, mental, psychological, spiritual.
Oh, okay.
So that you can become fully who you truly are.
Indeed.
And then, of course, the mentors are, for all the other things what are the mentors for, Zora?
Mentors are for education. Education of reality. Education of what is termed the galactic families. Reuniting them. Bringing forth the realization and reality, true reality, of what is taking place and what is to come.
Sort of like a tutor.
Very good.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very good.
I understand.
Thank you, Zora.
A teacher.
Okay. All right. We got to get moving here, everyone. So, Troy, are your questions answered?
Yes, they are. Thank you so much. Love and light.
Okay. Thank you, Troy. Okay. Love to you too. All right. Okay. The next person is 404, ending in 8605. You're on the air with Zora. Oh, I got to turn them on. Okay, Zora. Hello.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, and
Hello?
you are? And from where?
My name is Caleb, and I am in New York City.
Okay. All right,
Indeed.
So my question is, one of my plans is to open up a mystery school, not only in New York, but in other places as well. But from what I'm hearing, and I've been in communication with Arcturians as well as in regards to this matter. But what I'm hearing right now is, since everybody will be receiving a mentor, that there probably won't be a need for a mystery school.
What mystery are we speaking of?
Excuse me?
What mystery are you speaking of?
Oh, just the mysteries of, because I'm aware that, how they used to have mystery schools back in Egypt, ancient Egypt, and other places. I'm trying to, it's not really a mystery school, but just a school to bring awareness to people and, who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Ancient wisdom.
Yes, exactly.
And that would include what would be termed as magic and things of that nature.
Yes.
Was that necessary?
Of course. Go ahead and do so.
Okay, thank you. And I also what I've been...
And where are you from?
Where is he from, Zora?
No. From New York.
Uh-huh.
No. Yeah, he's from New York, but his family.
Oh.
Star family.
Star family. Pleiadian.
Oh, Arcturian. Oh, Pleiadian?
Pleiadian.
Okay.
And Arcturian together.
So it's a mixture.
Yes.
A hybrid star person. Okay, Caleb.
Well, anyways, thank you guys.
Okay. All right, we have a blend.
A blend, yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
We're going to let you go now. Thank you, Caleb.
Yes. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you. Okay. Next person is 610, ending in 5765. You're on the air with Zora.
Oh.
Hello? 610.
Hello?
Yes? Could you give us your name and where you're calling from?
My name
Hello.
is Katerina Diamore. Hi, Zora. And
how
I'm
do you,
calling
beloved
from...
master?
Oh, I am doing wonderful.
And where are you
I
from?
have 2 questions. Trooper, Pennsylvania.
Trooper, Pennsylvania.
Yes, right outside
Indeed.
of King of Prussia. I was
Right.
wondering what star family I am from.
You wish to know from what star system you originate?
Correct, yes.
You would be termed Pleiadian.
Wow, we have a lot of Pleiadians.
Oh,
Of course.
wonderful. And my son is 2 years old. His name is Lorenzo James Muniz, and he has a very, very well temperament, and I'm wondering if he has any gifts that I should foster for him, like help him with.
Allow him to be himself. Allow him to do what is termed as to excel in his chosen field. Also, do not stifle or do not what is called prevent him from expanding his mind.
Okay. That is wonderful.
He is a gifted
Thank you
child.
so much. Yes, he is indeed. Thank you, Zora. That is all. Much love.
Now, has the child been vaccinated?
Oh my goodness, it was a horrible thing. They did. The last vaccination he had was 3 of them.
What I wish for you to do is when you have him in your presence, to rub your hands together and place one over the heart mind, one behind the child, and count from 5 to 1 and say receive, and have him say count from 5 to 1. Oh, well, do it for him. Have him.
I think he might be able to do it.
Well, if he can, that would be all the better. And say, I receive. And then just say, from the God of my being.
From the God of my being.
I am fully what is called enlightened. I am fully conscious.
I am fully conscious.
And I know it.
And I know it. Oh, that's wonderful.
And that will get rid of
Zora.
any effect that the vaccination had upon him.
Oh, thank you so much, Zora. Ooh.
Indeed.
Well, with love, I bid you adieu.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was very good, Zora. People needed to hear that, especially for those that have children.
Indeed.
They can do that for them.
Of course.
All right. Next person is 760, ending in 3612. You are on the air with Zora.
Hi, Zora. This is Brian from Las Vegas.
Indeed.
It's a pleasure to speak with you all again. I don't... Again. One more time, and not the last time.
Indeed.
I have more of a statement that is also a question. I've been a seeker of my God self, and to seek my God self in all things, this latter part of this life, this latter part of my existence right now. On my journey, I was given a mantra of Hamsa, which is to recognize the I am that with each inhalation and exhalation, as Hamsa is the sound of the breath.
Right.
It's become
Indeed.
a practice of mine, and it is the same as I am that you suggest to us to repeat. Is this still a good way to do that, to keep that flowing all the time?
Of course.
Great. It feels like it is.
Indeed.
My heart is filled with love and gratitude for you all. Thank you very much for all you do.
Indeed.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Bye-bye.
Put you on. We'll put you on mute. We'll go on to our next individual. And this beloved master is 925, ending in 2138. Hello? 925, ending in 2138. Hi.
Yes, this is Jennifer. Hi, this is Jennifer calling from California.
Indeed.
I was wondering, how are you guys today?
Wonderful. How are you?
Good. I'm excellent, thank you. I was wondering when the RV was going to happen. And I know you can't give a specific date. We've been told over and over and over specific times, and it hasn't happened. And we're all kind of giggling. But is it going? Do you believe that it will happen while Trump is still in office? Now, is the RV going to be the first occurrence to happen where we're going to definitely see huge transformations in our world, or is something else supposed to happen first?
It's happening as we speak.
I guess she's talking about you.
Yes, and we've been told that it's been happening as we speak for about a year and a half. and I know I'm being picky, and I know I got Jane right there nudging me along. But is this going to happen? And I believe from what we've been told in the past that the RV is going to happen first, which will then assist in helping our new government announcements and so on and so on. Is this going to happen before Trump leaves office, or is it going to have to happen after Trump leaves office, or can you just narrow that down a teeny bit, if you could, please?
Before Trump leaves office.
Is he going to, now? I recall, but of course things change moment by moment, that Trump was going to be in office for about 120 days before he was, I don't know. I just remember 120 days. That's stuck in my mind. Is there a time frame where Trump's going to be in office? And, I mean, this is so confusing.
Okay, let's wait for Zora to, Zora to just kind of think on your, yeah.
Do what is Tom? Trump is doing what is Tom is playing a part.
Right.
In the greatest realm of things, and so he's going to bring forth Nasara, and he will be bringing forth, with his time, the revaluation on the American side, and so is it going to be within the 120 days? I would say yes.
That's what you see so far.
That's what we see so far.
Could you also update? Yeah. Just to ignore that, could you give us an update on what you had said regarding Prime Creator?
What about Prime Creator?
In regards to the free will, could you give us a status on that?
Well, there had been what is called in the recent past that the Prime Creator was debating on doing what is termed as removing what is called free will, and that has been stayed, so to speak.
That means?
It means it will not occur. Removal of free will. So, because it would cause much chaos, not just here, but elsewhere too. Speaking of on the galactic realm.
Mm.
So, that will not be done. So, we are continuing to influence, which is termed the peoples involved in what is termed we disregard the countdown there. So it is going to what is called going to be brought forth as we see it within the 120 days. So, which you are in now.
Absolutely.
Right.
Okay.
So.
Only a few days left.
Which began at the date of inauguration.
Do you feel that
Jennifer, we have a few more questions, dear.
Go ahead.
Would that be your primary question?
That was my primary question.
Okay, could we go on? We have a few more people that we have to address as well for questions.
Indeed.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, bye-bye. All right, next person is 614, ending in 8716. We'd like to be able to get everybody's questions answered. So one question per person right now, very quickly.
You just gave me a bluff by what?
And yes, just give us, tell us.
You don't want to go to Penn Station.
Where you're calling from first.
Bethel in Springfield.
I'm sorry. Could you speak a little more clearly? We hear some background noise as well. Hello.
It's like what's the punishment?
No, we can't. We can't hear you clearly. Could you say that again?
Hmm? Now we can get this to work. Now we'll get this to work.
I think we're hearing your conversation. I don't think he realizes that they're on the line.
Oh, well, I'll put this together first.
Okay, so he's okay. We'll go ahead and go on to the next person then. Okay. All right. Okay. So we'll put that person on hold. Thank you. And we have a person starting with 111 and ending in 1111. You are on the air with Dora. Oops. Hello? 111? Ending in 1111. You are on the air with Dora. This is a long distance call. Hello? 1111. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put you on hold also. And we have another being, 678, ending in 2704. You're on the air. Tell us who you are and where you are calling from.
Franklin Waters, Jonesboro, Georgia, outside of Atlanta. Zara, you had a great call. I enjoyed it, but I kind of stepped off and asked one thing. How many additional beings that have came here that are water beings? They're having reports and seeing all over the different areas. I don't know if it's now or then and now, or beings that are being seen around the waters. Could you elaborate on that?
In the water?
Around
what
the
kind
waters,
of beings
the
do they
ocean,
Are you speaking of Mer peoples?
Mer people, they show new creatures that are underwater that are huger and bigger than anything that we have known about.
But you're understanding, what is happening is you're getting creatures that are coming up from what would be termed hollow earth. And they are immense in size. They have found their way to the surface through a channel of what is called interconnecting waterways from the hollow earth. And so the ones you're speaking of are the ones that are bigger than the whales.
Correct. They are. I put it this way: the biggest ship that we have, this oversized the ship. It was bigger than the ship.
Of course.
They showed it beneath the ship, and the ship was like a Tonka toy compared to its size.
Indeed.
What are they?
Well, they're creatures from the hollow earth. They are what's called cetaceans that have come up from what is termed hollow earth, and beginning to what is termed as populate the ocean.
Wow.
Bringing forth more what is called more creatures that are telepathic. And so nothing to fear in that realm.
Zora, thank you so much for that question. Can I just elaborate a little bit? Or I'm going to ask Zora. So as we know, the dolphins are the brightest and of the highest dimensional frequency that we have presently on the surface. So these new creatures that are coming in from hollow earth, they are also telepathic and are sending, therefore, much higher frequencies and vibrations to the planet?
To the dolphin population as well. They are also here to protect the dolphins.
Oh, wonderful. Well, thank you. Thank you for that question.
And the mer people.
That was a wonderful question. Okay, I'm going to put you on hold now.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. That was a wonderful question. Thank you, and we will. Sorry, I had to put you on hold already. Okay, the next person we have is 314 ending in 9862. You're on the air with Zora.
Hello, my brother. This is Julia from St. Charles, Missouri.
Indeed.
I was wondering if you could please give me some kind of information that will trigger more memories of the Paradise of Suns for me to help me expand even further.
And the question again?
If there's anything you could tell me to help my consciousness expand even further with the Paradise of Suns.
The what?
If you would be allowed to.
Increase our consciousness. Communication.
Are you on the product known as soul?
Am I what?
Are you taking soul?
Or does she have a headband?
Or do you have a headband?
I am not. I do have a headband, but I've known of the Paradise of Suns for a very long time. I know who I am on the ships.
Indeed.
And I'm sure you know who I am also.
Well, I will tell you to do what is termed is to rub your hands together and place them one over each side of your temple. And then I'm going to rub my hands together. You're going to rub your hands together. You're going to count from 5 to 1. And you're going to say, I receive. And then you're going to say, from the goddess of my being, I now receive more clarification of your desire, whichever that may be, and you know it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, receive.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I receive from the Lord Goddess of my being to receive more information of what I desire of my originality.
Indeed. And you know it.
And I know it. So it is.
Leave your hands there for a moment. You are 15 seconds into your minute.
Is she meditating, Bonnie?
You have 30 seconds left in your minute. Are you meditating?
I'm vibrating.
No. When you are in your private place, do you meditate?
I do. Not regularly, but I do.
You need to do it, what is the term, religiously, the same time every day.
Okay.
All right, it is
I
done.
receive messages from the ones I work with on the ships.
Indeed. And you will be receiving more now that you have put the request out.
Indeed. Okay. Are you complete now, dear?
I am. Thank you so much. I could feel the energy and the vibration.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Indeed.
All right.
I will
We'll
be
put you
looking.
on hold. Okay. Sorry, I couldn't let you. Yes, just go ahead. I'm sorry, I had to cut you off. We have to continue going forward, but continue doing what you are doing, and that is it. Okay, next person we have is 209 ending in 5620. You're on. Hello.
Hi. Yes, my name is Jackie, and I am from California. Greetings, beloved Zora. I've been listening to you guys for almost 2 years, and I want to reach also out to One Who Knows. Anyway, I've been following your steps for a long time. I have two questions. The first one I would like to know is which star system am I from? And then the next one is for the humanitarian projects. I'd like to know if, with these projects we're doing, how long we will have to rebuild this beautiful Gaia, and will it stand once the gathering comes and we're all lifted off of Earth? Will Mother Gaia, will all of these beautiful things we build, will she keep after she creates the Garden of Eden? Those are my two questions.
First, where's she from? Where is she from first, Laura?
Arcturian.
Okay. Yes, because I am a massage therapist. Thank you.
So, and as far as what is termed, which beautiful things are you speaking of?
All the beautiful humanitarian projects. Like, I had a reading with Michael Elajon and Ashtar, and I'm to be counseling all the humans here on Earth, and I would like to get, will the galactic family and you, will you help us aid in the projects to rebuild, beautiful things to come, the beautiful projects to bring the races together. Gathering place.
Well, and yes. After what is termed the gathering has occurred, Mother Earth will be a Garden of Eden once more. The entire planet. There will be no more what is termed deserts or what is called wastelands, and it will all be jungle and all be what is termed renewed. And then, of course, then the people, the population that returns to Earth will be on the inside of the Earth, not on the exterior.
Excuse me, Zora. I think what she was also mentioning is that what's going to happen if we have all of these projects. Once we receive the 800 numbers and the RV and the SARA, we're going to be remaking the surface of the Earth already. So what happens then with all of the things that we've already done prior to, going before gathering?
Well,
and when will
if it pertains to what is called renewing forests and things of that nature, helping Mother Nature to renew, then of course that will remain.
Okay.
If it has to do with structures such as buildings and things of that nature, that will not be there.
Okay, so that's the important thing I need to know, because I have money coming in, and I'd really like to more focus on Mother's, her regions and cleaning her up then, rather than infrastructures.
Indeed. Very good.
Very good.
Okay.
All right.
Jane, I'd like to add one thing to that. That people's projects are more about their raising their own vibration by contributing and doing wonderful works. And once their vibrations have raised, then the things they've built were just a means to an end. And so don't feel bad about it. It's like when you're a kid and you build toy buildings out of building blocks. There comes a point when the building blocks are tumbled back down. But it was the building of the projects and the contributing to humanity and that raised your vibration. And once that's done, then they've served their purpose.
Yes, I have great.
Indeed.
I have great projects to help the homeless, get them off the streets, and get them in. So yes, I do have some great plans.
Very good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
God bless.
Thank you, One Who Knows.
You're welcome, Will.
Okay. All right. Next one. This is our last call, and then we will go forward from here. We have 443 ending in 6115. 443 ending in 6115. You're on the air.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Indeed. Of course.
Thank you. I would like to ask a question to you, Zora. Can you tell me what you can regarding the new continent that's below New Zealand? They discovered called Zelanda.
Beneath where?
It said it's below New Zealand, I believe, and it's referred to as Zelanda, Zenlandia.
I see. You mean off in the ocean?
Yes.
Oh. So the continent is submerged.
Absolutely, below the water.
But it's going to be coming up.
You want to know if it's going to surface?
That's my question, yes.
It will surface. It will surface at the time of the gathering.
And it is part of what?
Part of Lemuria.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that's interesting. And my last question, how do I identify what star system I'm from?
All right. You are from the Seven Sisters.
Hmm.
Go ahead.
Beautiful.
Pleiadian.
Palladium. Okay.
Pleiadian. In particular, from the planet known as Mushaba.
Oh, thank you so much.
Indeed.
Thank you. Love you.
All right.
And have a great day.
And you as well.
Okay, I think we're going to... All right, everyone. Well, no, I think it's a healing time now, Zora. All right, I think that we're done with our questions, and we're going to do a little bit of healing before a meditation. So I'm going to close everyone who's up, and I'm going to close everyone now, and we are going to go ahead with some healing questions or healings that people need. All right, so I'm going to give everyone a minute. One who knows, I'm going to go ahead and put you on mute as well.
Oh, all right.
Okay, so the only ones, and give me a second here. I'm going to just turn everyone's. Well, how am I going to do this? I've got everyone who's on the call. Please press 1 again to get yourself off, so that we can go ahead and have people call in for healings. So you'll need to repress 1 again so that you can get off. Please press 1. Okay, good. Go ahead. I need all right. So what I'm going to do is the next calls will be for those that are requesting a healing, and I'll start from the bottom up. So if there aren't any healings, then we'll just go ahead and do a healing, just generally speaking, for everyone. Okay, let me see. All right, here's our first person. Hello, 707 ending in 6143. Are you asking for a healing, or you would like to speak about a healing?
Hi, my name is Anitra Lewis. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, my God, I cannot believe I really got through here. This is a miracle. I'm excited. Okay. I wanted to call in for a quick question. I wanted to also testimony to you, Zora. Blessings to you. I have been taking Soul for a long time now, and Soul has been, and Core and Soul, I must say, from my testimonies, I would rather take Soul and Core than spend tons and tons of dollars paying a doctor's office or medication. And I just want to say that because I heard one caller calling. Yes, I heard a caller calling in, and she was very, she was a little bit kind of concerned because it was the price. But if you look at the difference, is a big difference. So that is my test for Soul and Core. And when I hear you say it, I just took it this morning, and it was wonderful to hear you say that, I just want to say real quickly, too, I'm new at all of this. And I remember back when the Ashtar Galantics, they were speaking on the Malaysian Flight 370 and what happened with the disappearance. I don't want to go into questions, but this was where I recall, then I started from that point to this point, but it was from they mentioned that they were in the hollow earth, and then Catherine May, I don't know if you're familiar with the name, she channels in a lot, and I followed her up until, and then when I finally got to the hearing Soul and Core through them, and now I'm getting it from you, this is real, and it's amazing to me. Yeah. So, Zora, if you don't mind me asking, the star system that I'm from, and then one more thing, I have been dreaming of tigers and bears for the first time. They're like friendly with me, and we're playing, and so those are those things real quickly. And then my healing, I just wanted to share the Soul and Core because that is my healing. So, and it's been a wonderful, yes, it's been really, my energy is just bursting of energy. So those are the things I wanted to share. And then just star system real quickly, about the dreams that I'm having with the tigers and bears is just a good feeling. And then I know they're looking at the planet X Nubero. It's been kind of on a lot of people's minds. That's been kind of saying that, it could be causing the reason why we're in California. We're having all the disasters going on, not in a bad way, but it's cleansing Earth is what I heard you say. So those are the things I want to say. And then I'm blessings to you, Zora. I didn't know how to use the system, so I was sitting here not knowing. But now I'm talking to you for real. And Zoraya and also Jane.
Indeed.
Okay. So, all right, we're going to have Zora answer maybe a couple of your questions, okay?
Thank you. Thank you
Becky?
so much.
Okay, go ahead. So she needs to know she'd like to know where she's from, first of all.
You wish to know from where you are from?
Yep.
Yes.
You are from the planet Lemur.
Lemur.
So you are Lemurian.
Lemurian. Beautiful.
Indeed.
And she's been having dreams of tigers and whatever.
Bears, they really have. Bears. They've been playing. Yes, sorry.
And so what think you of this dream?
Well, since I've been in tune more and more now, I'm sharing with my family what they would probably believe half the things I say, because I know all of this is real. And, I'm learning so much from your teachings and everything else. So I think that's what's drawing those dreams to me, maybe,
You're being drawn out to Mother Nature.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have more involvement with Mother Nature. That is the reason for your dream.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I can sense that because I love going outdoors, talking to the moon, stars, sun. I'm different from a lot of my family.
Well, thank you for sharing that, Becky. I'm going to have to close your line.
Okay. This is Anitra.
Okay.
Yes, thank you so much, Jane. I really appreciate you all.
I'm sorry.
Keep listening to you. That's
Thank
okay.
you.
Thank you.
All righty.
Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Blessings.
Yes,
Bye.
you too. Uh-huh. Okay. Remember that these calls now are for healing. So if there aren't any healing calls, we will be going on to the next caller. Hopefully we'll get some people who are interested in a healing. Those that are wanting a healing, please either stay on the line or please press 1 again so you're off the line. And we're going to go ahead now with we'll start from the top here. Okay. Oh, sorry. I opened up. Okay, next one is 860 ending in 4339. Hello, beloved master. Are you looking for a healing? I guess not. Okay. Maybe all the people that were on the calls today, because it's only up to 100, that people really weren't looking for healings. So we'll probably have to go with a regular healing. And then let me try this one. Individual 614 ending 87. Yep, that we already were there already. Okay.
They have their own conversation.
Yeah, exactly. And then I think we're really done. I'm not getting anyone who's really looking for a healing. Hello, are you looking for a healing? 6115?
Yes.
You are looking for a healing.
Can you hear me?
Okay, and you are. Yes, we can. Give us your name again and where you're calling from.
James, and I'm calling from Maryland.
Okay, Maryland. Okay, James, go ahead. Tell us. Here's Dora.
Oh, great. I'm looking to eliminate all medications that I've been on. I'm a diabetic, and I made a decision after educating myself on the damage that statin drugs does to the body and how it ages the body. I want to just eliminate that altogether, and I've started with the God presence in me to ensure that process. I need a power booster with your blessing or your prayers.
Indeed. So rub your hands together.
And anyone else who has
the same issue,
diabetes.
rub your hands together and place one over your pancreas area and one behind you. I'm going to count from 5 to 1. When I get to 1, I'm going to say receive. You're going to count from 5 to 1, and you're going to say I receive. Then you're going to say, from the God of my being, I am completely healed of this diabetic condition, and I know it.
Everyone else?
Same with everyone else.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, receive. Now you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, receive.
No, I receive.
I receive.
Indeed. Now say, from the God of my being.
From the God of my being.
I am completely healed.
I'm completely healed.
Of this diabetic condition, and I know it.
Of this diabetic condition, and I know it.
Now keep your hands there for a minute, 2 minutes. We will time you.
His hands should be getting warm.
Your hands should be getting warm already.
Yes.
Indeed.
Has he tried any soul or CBD oil? After Zora.
Have you tried the product known as Soul?
Absolutely. For about 2 months now, I take a pack a day, and I love the product. I'm going to try Soul next month.
Are you speaking of core or soul?
No, I do Soul now. Core is what I'm going to get next month.
Indeed. Up your dosage of Soul to 3. You want to take one in the morning before your morning meal, one before your afternoon meal, and one before your evening meal. 30 minutes prior to eating.
If that's possible.
If it is possible to do so. And then, when you receive the core, you will take 2 a day. One in the morning and one in the evening.
Okay.
And you will see a change in your diabetic condition, I assure you.
Oh, beautiful.
Almost. You feel your hands getting warmer?
Yes.
Indeed. It is almost time. You have 15 seconds left. All right, take your hands away from your midsection, and it is done.
It is
and
done.
Just proclaim to yourself, or when you wish to stand up and say it, I am a God, and I know it.
I am a God, and I know it.
Indeed.
Yes.
Now, believe it and know it.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, very good.
And
I'm
just
so
feel that
appreciative.
power welling up within you when you make that statement.
Yes.
Feel that power that's welling up within you, knowing that you are a God.
It's truly amazing. I feel something happening.
Of course you do. And it has nothing to do with religion at all.
Okay, that was wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Sure, we'll let you put you on mute now. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Zora. Let me see. Okay, next person we have, is an individual starting with 614 ending in 8716.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Did you tell Doc
Hello?
that he needs to run the bellows real quick? Oh. They got primers on
This is...
Cabela's.
This is... Hello? I guess maybe they don't want a healing. Hello? Are you at... I guess we're going to put this person back on mute. Okay. All right, we're going to go on to next. And I think, I don't know whether this person still needs a healing, Zora. Let me see. Hello, 443 ending in 6115. Are you asking for a healing?
Oh, you just talked to me. Yes, I'm finished.
Oh, I apologize.
I thought you muted me.
Thank you. Oh, okay. Thank you. All right. I think we're just probably going to do a regular. Yeah. I'm going to just. How about? Yeah. How about we do this? How about she can do a healing with you together? Okay.
I will weep for her.
Okay, everyone. I guess we're going to go ahead and get started with just a big blast of healing for everyone to get in touch with their goddess self, and then you go in with the meditation. Oh, you know what? I need the thing. Zora.
This one?
No, I don't think that'll work. Go ahead and you can go ahead and get started, Zora.
All right. Anyway, if you are in everyone out there who are wearing glasses, remove them. Everyone out there who are wearing what is called contacts, take them out. Everyone who out there who is having issues with their hearing, stand by. Everyone who is having what is called issues with breathing on oxygen, also stand by. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, receive. Now, the energy is entering through the heart mind that is in your chest, spreading upward into the crown chakra. And then the energy is now beginning to drop from the crown chakra into what is called the vault of knowledge. What has to do with what is termed as any cysts or what is termed as tumors or anything of this nature that has attached itself to the brain is now been loosed and is going down into the body to be exited with the body, from the body. Now, energy is now dropping down in behind the optical nerves, stopping any macular degeneration of the eyes. Any what is called interference with hearing into the eardrum areas of the inner ear. All this is being rectified as we speak. It is done. The energy is now dropping down into what is done behind the sinuses, clearing up the sinuses as well. The energy is now doing what is done, dropping into the throat, into the thyroid area, into what is termed as the upper and lower palates of the mouth, the gums. If you had issues with your gums, Rub your hands together and place one on either side of your mouth and proclaim that you are God, a goddess, and receive the healing of that issue. Energy is dropping down into what is termed into the chest, out through the rotator cuffs of both arms, both shoulders, spreading downward into what is termed from the rotator cuffs into the upper arm, both of them, down to what is termed as the elbows of both arms, down from the elbow into what is termed down toward the wrist, down toward what is termed the fingertips and out. The energy is now dropping down into the chest area pertaining to the organ of the heart, the lungs, being fully and completely restored, returning of the breath, breathing, passageways opened, eliminating the need for what is termed oxygen tanks, taking away your crutch is what is happening, those who are on the oxygen. The energy is now dropping downward into what is termed the solar plexus, down into what is termed the stomach, downward what is termed the digestive system. My beloved will continue.
From the digestive system.
Indeed. Liver and kidneys and such.
Feel this wave of beautiful energy as it is healing all of the ails and illnesses in your stomach area. No more acid reflux in the esophagus. No more leaky gut or stomach problems. And as we move into the small and large intestines, all of the problems there related to bloating or difficulty with natural eliminations, anything having to do with cancer or obstructions, all of this, feel this vibrant golden white light to those areas and see these areas be healed immediately. See all of your body parts healed now. Everything in your colon, large and small, they are now healed, and you know it. As we move now into the reproductive areas, male and female, or both, all of those areas, whether it be cancer, whether it be difficulties urinating, whether it is kidney disease, or anything having to do with the prostate, whether it is enlarged, whether it has cancer, those are now immediately healed, and you know it. And this golden, white energy light of love and love to those areas, and they are healed. Concentrate now on your back. All of those that have back problems, back aches, back curvatures or dislocations, or what we call stenosis, etc. Those are all healed. Anything having to do with your spinal column that is causing you paralysis, that is causing you strokes, that is causing all kinds of physical problems. Those are all of your nerve endings, all of the nerves and everything relating to your vertebrae. Those are completely healed, and you know it. Now, the energy is now flowing down into both of your legs. Anything having to do with your hips, problems that people have had with falling, lots of illnesses there, and into the muscles and in the bones, those are healed. Let this energy go down towards your knees and into your knees. Feel this golden white light penetrating your knees. There is no pain. You are completely healed. Those that are having problems with flexing your knees.
Arthritis.
Any kind of arthritic problems. Anything associated with any immune diseases that affect any part of your body. Those are also completely healed. Bring this wave of energy now down your shin and your calves. Also, anything there is healed. Call it and heal it, and you know it. Anything down, all the way down to your ankles. Anything that is swollen in your feet or upper extremities as well. No more swelling, no more pain, no more neuropathy. It is done. No more problems in the toes or in the heels and in the balls of your feet. All of that is completely healed. You know it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Receive. Your entire body is now completely healed. And we know it. And you know it.
Meditation.
Oh, before we meditate, you could speak a little bit about the products, the headbands, and the CBD.
Well, concerning the headbands, you want to go to the website for Christine. And
they have a link already.
The link is already on our website, Zora of HollowEarth.com. Also, you want to also go to Diane Robbins as well.com to get all of the books on elementals, on the Crystal Kingdom, on messages from the Hollow Earth, on what is termed the call goes out to Cetacean Nation, the Tree Talk, and what is called Telos and other books, all pertaining from coming forth from Diane Robbins. You want to go to her website, which would be www.capital D for Diane, then IANNE, Robbins, capital ROBBINS.com, and order her books on her site so she can get full benefit of you purchasing directly from her site. And also go on to the website and obtain the ebook for how to use your God powers, and that would be also a benefit for you.
It would be under Richard.
It would be under Richard McKen
on the website.
On the website, the one who knows. And anyway, so
the new product.
The new product, which is hemp oil, and it is called, what is it again?
Nano Enhanced. Nano Enhanced Hemp Oil.
Nano Enhanced Hemp Oil, and the site is called
It's also
CBD.
It is also, there is a link also on the website, and it is Nano Enhanced Hemp Oil, and
also the
website for that is healthfirst. No. I'm sorry. you will have to go to the website and look up enhanced hemp oil for this product. This product is I would say, one of the miracles that has come forth from the hemp family. It has been illegal in the world, especially in the United States. And now it is available for everyone to have it. It is a very, very precious plant. And what you derive from it is what they call the CBD oil. And this oil will help your entire body. It's just a little pricey, but it is worth the investment for those who can purchase this. And you can then be an advocate of this plant oil, the CBD oil. Perhaps you have more to say regarding this, beloved?
Well, the hemp oil is a byproduct of what is found your marijuana plant, I believe.
No, it's the hemp plant.
It is the hemp plant, yes. And the hemp plant is also used in manufacturing of manufacturing materials in Hollow Earth. And also I understand that our arrow ships in Hollow Earth are also made from hemp. So, and it is quite a useful product as well. And the oil, of course, is going to enhance and is going to help to assist in the healing of your body. And we do endorse it for sure. And also the other product known as what is called Rain International, known from soul and core and form and fuse and things of that nature. The fuse is a coffee. And also the other one is what?
The other is StemFit.
StemFit, yes.
Remember, beloved ones, as we raise, and as we are always doing this as well, because we are continuing to evolve as well as you are. Even though you may not think so, we are. It is time for all of you, as you are now realizing more of your God and Goddess self, your true connection with Source. And we do tell you that you are gods and goddesses. And now it is time for you to be gods and goddesses living it.
Indeed.
And so with this, we will begin with our meditation. So I shall give you all a minute who would like to sit and be with us during this meditation. A little bit of time, go get some water, because I would like for you to drink a little bit of it, and then find yourself a pillow or find yourself a comfortable chair, and we will continue in about a minute. Thank you, beloveds.
Indeed. It is all yours.
Thank you. Everyone, we will only have a short time to meditate. So we will do as we will try to do this very, very efficiently. And for those of you who can continue to sit in silence during this meditation, we will end this call without any, we shall say good day and much love to all of you. So be it. Every one of you who are now sitting, I should like for you to please inhale and bringing in this divine love energy into every cell of your body. And then as you exhale, very slowly, release all of the negative energies, all of the negativity and low vibration feelings and thoughts that you have regarding others and yourself and the world. Release that out through your pores, out through your fingertips, and out through your toes. Another breath in, feeling more relaxed, feeling more in touch with who you truly are. And one more time, breathe in. Breathe in this golden white light of love, of truth, of peace, of great abundance. Feel this energy of golden white light enter every part of your body. And now just breathe slowly. Breathe easily. And now you will go into this place, a sacred place. Let us go up into the clouds. Feel yourself floating in the clouds. On top of these pillowy white clouds. And find yourself in a chair and relaxing there. And your body is so relaxed. And now we are going to be bringing in these words, and I would like for you to feel the words as they penetrate, as you acclimate to the power of the words. And we will be bringing forth global peace and abundance, not only to yourself, but to every soul, to every spirit that is on your beloved Gaia or Mother Terra. First, breathe in the power of the word love. Feel this love. What is it to you? What does it feel like? Remember those times when you were fully in love, either with yourself or with another person or your pet. Feel that joy of love. Feel that pink light. Feel the love. Feel it. And it brings a smile upon your face. You can feel the love within every soul. You feel love, intense love for yourself. Feel love for your neighbors and friends. As you do this, you are healing not only yourself, you are healing your planet. Feel the love for Mother Nature. Feel the love for the waters, for all the brothers and sisters of the waters. And feel this love for all the trees and plants and all its creatures, animals. You are love. You are fully connected with all that is on your planet. Feel this love with your moon and your sun. There is no war.